Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday afternoon on April 16th, and I just want to recap on kind of play off of this morning's video and the price action we saw in gold in the SP 500 today, and how we took advantage of it and kind of what we were thinking as the market was dropping and where we took our profit levels. So I'm just going to run through these charts again pretty much in the same order as this morning's video, so that if you do go back you can kind of see what we were looking and how I was kind of looking ahead into the future at the price action, and then we can see how it unfolded. So here we have the overlay price, the Kitco price chart for gold. Of course, this morning it looked a lot larger because we didn't have this big sell-off, but in short, what I was seeing was the rally up yesterday. The previous day we had a sell down, but this morning we were seeing this price action, which is the green day. It actually followed 2 days ago. So it followed this morning that same price action, and that gives me kind of a hint that if there's a big move going into 930 area, that same move will carry through. And of course, we did get that same move, and we did have a bounce back and a test of a support level, and then gold just more or less had a meltdown, and it's actually kind of creating a bear flag right now, and it could go lower, but right now we've reached our price targets, and I'm going to quickly jump to the other charts to show you what we saw here. Again, here is the daily chart of gold, and what I saw here was I took a look at this price action and compared it to a previous one, because a lot of the same patterns happen over and over in the same investments. So gold will make a lot of the exact same patterns over and over, but of course every investment vehicle moves differently. So gold may make patterns that other things like crude oil doesn't quite form the same. So every investment has its own characteristic, and that's what I really specialize on is gold and the S&P. So I'm comfortable and I understand their moves. And so what I was looking at here was the amount of time it took for this head and shoulders to form, and of course it took 4 days, and then we saw a big drop, and we had 3 days for this head and shoulders over here, and we were expecting to see a drop. And if I zoom into today, we actually did get that follow through drop, and both cycles were down and the cycles were ending, so it added a lot of fuel to the fire for sellers. And of course, because it was such a strong rally up, as price drops, it just keeps triggering everybody's stops at different levels, where people kind of panicked get into gold because they were scared of missing out. Now their stops have been triggered and they will have taken a loss, all these last people that went up in the last 2 weeks. So that's kind of what happened there. And I'll zoom in on this is the 60-minute chart. Now this is the head and shoulder. We've kind of gone over this a bunch of times, and this shoulder, what I was looking for was this angle, this price action, which is very is a tell saying that the market is just kind of drifting higher. And what we were looking for was a break of this neckline. We actually shorted up here, and we wanted to take some profits down here at this kind of neckline at the 1147.50 area, which we did, and we had another price target down here at 1135, 1134. So what happened today is, as once the market opened, all the cycles, we had 6 cycles pointing down, and we ended up seeing prices drop this morning very sharply, and this is where we stand today. So right now we are in cash. We took profits just above support, which, like most people would look at support down here. I want to get us out before that, because usually it'll hit that and it'll jump and spike right back up. So I want to make sure that we get filled and get out and get our money before it hits that level, because a lot of times it will hit that level and just skyrocket back up. So that is why I set our stops and profit orders just before resistance and support levels. I want to get us in and out before the rest. So that's kind of what happened there. And we had our sell down to 1134 to this price range, and everybody had a great trade this morning. Depending what you were trading, if you traded GLD, you made about 2% today. So I know trading futures, people were making about 25 to 27%. CFD traders, you could make over 100% on this trade pretty easily. And that's with scaling out at different price points. So it's very lucrative, these intraday moves. Of course, you have to be there to time it, which we happen to have very good timing today. and that's what happened with gold today. Now I did mention the S&P this morning, and I want to quickly bring that chart up. This was the chart we were looking at this morning, and I pointed to this mini head and shoulders, which we've seen before, which just was a shoulder and a head, and we've had this strong run up, and we were expecting. I pointed it out. It wasn't a trade that we took, but I wanted to point it out because it's very similar pattern to the or to the gold, and everything was saying that this was going lower. But because we're already short gold and expecting the market to drop, I don't want to take another trade because it just doubles our risk for that type of play. I consider them the same trade. Because if gold happened to bounce and skyrocket, the indexes would most likely do the same thing. So it'd be pretty much like taking a double-sized position on a short counter trend trade. So this was a great setup, and of course the markets ended up melting down. They broke the neckline, and they dropped way down to the support level. I figured it would drop somewhere down to here. I would expect to take some profits above that high, but we had a huge sell-off, massive volume this morning, complete panic selling. It just triggered stops like crazy, and that's why we see a huge volume surge. And it pretty much it's dropped into a support level now. And if we look at that support level, you can see somewhere right across these tops here, it's come down and tested, and it's most likely going to go back higher, bounce up tomorrow. But we are on the edge of a big market sell-off. I think I'm not saying that for sure, but we have to be very careful with this trade if anybody was to take it, simply because this could follow through this momentum into Monday and bring things down to this other support level, which will be down here. So this isn't an official trade whatsoever, but it is an interesting looking setup. I'm just trying to change it to a daily time frame here. What I am seeing is I'm thinking it's this type of price action. Today we saw this bar down here, and we could get a kind of it just could spring right back up tomorrow, but we could be on the edge of this big waterfall sell-off. So if today is strong enough to actually trigger a waterfall sell-off, we could get, Monday could be another down day and another down day. So this type of play here, playing a bounce, is fine for intraday traders who want a higher risk level. But I expect it will just touch the high, and it could come back down again. So it is a short-term play if anybody's looking into that. Anyways, that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys over the weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.